Well, folks, thanks for joining me once again. Marvel Heroes 2015 edition. This is your host, ID Jester. We've got Loki here. Obviously, level 59, almost level 60 here, so we're going to kind of go over what he's got and show you some gameplay. He is a very interesting character to play. Very interesting. Plays quite different than a lot of the other characters because basically, he is just summoning in a whole bunch of dudes to do all of his dirty work for him. Plus, he does have a lot of cool powers that you can actually play with. So let's look at his powers first of all. So he's got a few regular Joe basic staff and basic powers, this galactic shard and stuff. But I actually forego all that, and I actually use the bouncing bolt. And it does a lot of damage. It hits up to 9 targets. It weakens them. So I usually try to use this as much as I possibly can. We have a passive ability called Arcane Shield, which you need to toggle on and off, which we will do. You'll notice our mana went from 600 to 575. We've got a crap load of mana, but we'll get to that here in a minute. His main, like I was mentioning, he's got so many cool powers. It's like, you can see I've got 12 points or 14 points in here and a couple points in here, and he's just got so many good ones. You want to try different things with him. His signature power is basically he just becomes really big and powerful, and he has his aura around him that does a lot of damage. So you get a big group of enemies, you just activate this power. Anybody that's close to you just takes damage over time, and they usually end up just dying off. His main one of the main ways to build him is using his summoned characters, and basically makes a copy of himself out there that just runs around and does lots of damage. You can see here we've got him bumped up here quite a little bit. Let's see here. So our damage now is up to 22.2% for our damage and our duration. Normally I believe they come in for 6.5 seconds. And they do between $3,000 and $4,000 per illusion, maximum of 6 illusions, and summon duration is 8 seconds, I guess. There, you can also have them, all your illusions, your summoned characters, come crashing down into one location. Does some pretty awesome damage. So that's kind of a look at some of the things here. Oh, we have to switch back to our main thing. So he's got this. He teleports first of all, which is. I can't tell you how good teleportation is. You will see the benefits of teleportation here in a minute, as I don't have to worry about where I'm going. I can just click on it, and we're going to activate his ultimate power so you get a look at it. Here it is. He grows up to be a frost giant, and as soon as he does that, he has new powers. You can see down at the bottom here. He has 3 new powers that he can activate. One is this stomp power, and another one is this double punch, or really hard punch, I guess. And one is like a snow. Oh, we just ran me over, which is just fine because you know what? We get up as Loki. We'll get to look at that here in a minute. Oh, we lost it. Too much time went by. That's all right, stupid Juggernaut. You're lucky you got me run over. Sometimes if we take that form, we can just sit there and just beat the hell out of all kinds of just all the bosses there. So again, his signature power, he grows really not as big as what you just saw there with his ultimate power, but let's see if we can show you here, and we'll activate it. Right now, you can see we grew a little bit. We got this nice aura around us. Anything inside the aura takes lots of damage. 22 mental damage per second. Our basic attack again is just this little green bolt that'll bounce off to other enemies. Obviously, if there's other enemies around, you can kind of see it ricocheting back and forth a little bit there. Yeah, so he is a lot of fun to be able to play. Now, one of the cool things about him is I can come to this wall right here, and I can teleport right inside there, just like that. Teleportation, sweet, love it. Very cool. In fact, I can come to the back of the building here and come out the back side. I don't have to go out no stinking doors. So you can see all of our copies there, running around with us here. And every time we actually use our misdirection, which is our teleportation, it actually leaves brings out another summoned character as well. So we can leave teleportations behind by just summoning them, or we can also leave them behind when we teleport, and we can activate our power, our signature power again. You can see them just falling over pretty regularly whenever they're inside our little aura there. You can see we turn invisible as well. There's we've got a couple things that makes us turn invisible. As soon as we hit level 60, we'll kind of go over him again a little bit and give you some more gameplay here first. So he gets around pretty quickly because of the teleportation. It does take quite a bit of mana. The problem was having with Loki was the fact that all of his powers are using mana, and I'm not using just a basic attack, which, you know, normally your basic attacks don't use up any mana. Or spirit, I guess, is, yeah, spirit in this case. So with this little ricochet power, there it is, we're level 60, max level. Loki. I finally got a chance to upload some of my older videos from a couple weeks ago, or Halloween time. I believe I just uploaded Loki at like level 46, so you can kind of compare and see how he's progressed for the last 10 or so levels. And you can see I'm just sending out summons characters. We also have this big ice spike that comes on the ground, does some pretty good damage there. And you can see can do some serious damage there as well. These things only last, you see this bar here represents how many of our summon characters we have out. We'll go fight a couple more bosses. What the heck?
There are worse things in this world than death. I am one of them.
There we go. Take a little spike action and like it. So a lot of times the enemies or the bosses, whoever I'm fighting, are targeting my summoned characters. It's a good thing. You see I'm running out of spirit, and the reason for that is I will show you every power I use actually uses quite a bit of spirit. And the only way we regenerate spirit, we have a little bit of regeneration. The way we regenerate spirit for this character is basically pick up any bubbles, any of the little items, any of the little bubbles on the ground. You'll see our spirit just crashes back up through the roof, which is awesome. And it looks like the bosses are gone already. So as long as I'm getting bubbles on the ground, experience bubbles, or any of the other bubbles, we're okay. If we're fighting a whole group of people, really tough ones, and they're not dropping bubbles, we run into a little bit of issues. Not too bad. We'll show you here just a minute here. Give you a few more little gameplay. Oh, we'll grow big again. We got enough of them around. There we go. Wipe these guys out. They're dropping bubbles. Come up here for this group. Alright. We'll come down low, give you some close-up view of some action here. I kind of like this view down here, actually. It's kind of shows you what's going on a little bit better than up top, but obviously it's harder to play this way. We'll grab that bubble there and it'll max out our spirit. Not bad. I like that. I do like that mode. Maybe an in-between here. Not zoomed out all the way, but not too close either. Let's try that. So you can't really see where the enemies are. I guess that's the biggest deficit, or if we're missing any bubbles. Maybe a little bit more zoomed out. There we go.
Who needs a beat down?
Alright, so that's pretty much gameplay action for you there. Let's go look at powers and items and stuff. So when I made the decision to switch over to the bouncing bolt, Now, one of the reasons I decided to do that was because we picked up this Leviathan. Leviathan? It must be like Loki's signature weapon or something. And you can see down at the bottom, it's giving us an extra 7 ranks in Bouncing Bolt and 6 ranks in Arcane Binding. So I was like, yeah, we better use this weapon and we better use Bouncing Bolt. We also have Armor of Invincibility there. Does some pretty good job of just 5% chance when you're hit to become invulnerable. There's one of our things here. So as I was mentioning, we were running out of spirit a lot, so I ended up putting this item in, and ever since then, pretty much, like I mentioned, as long as I'm able to pick up an orb, I guess I was calling them balls, but pick up an orb, I'm going to gain 48.7 spirit, which is, you know, pick up a couple of them, that's 100 spirit. So as long as I'm getting experience bubbles and health bubbles or spirit bubbles, I'm fine. I don't really, I can spam out as much as I want. We still have a little 25 on them. Obviously, we haven't min-maxed them yet that much. We haven't gone through and given them all the items. We did pick up this not too long ago, the Black Cat Medallion, which I think is huge for Loki, because you can see it gives him a 376 damage rating versus enemies not targeting us. So that means whenever the enemies are fighting our spirits or our summon characters, we're getting extra damage on them, plus a big movement speed, some dodge ratings, some critical hit, and plus 2 ranks, because it is a cosmic item. Using the relic of Karkarantha, something like that anyways. We got our lucky pot of gold there. We are up to level 3 on that already. As far as our cosmic, or our costume there. Got a pretty good setup there with that. Ranks 1, 2, 3, 4. As far as our insignia, just we got plenty of insignias. We just haven't found one that really fits him. Like, oh, he's got to have this type thing. See, that's going to give us bonus with melees. If we talk to our vendor, obviously there's lots of other ones that we have in our stash. But, you know, I don't like to waste time doing that in the video. I'll kind of min-max them later on. You can see all these items down at the bottom are copies of items we already have up top. And, well, obviously this one's for Miss Marvel. So we ended up getting quite a few extra. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually ended up selling a couple of them just because I don't have... I mean, I've run out of space again. I don't know if I'm a hoarder or what. I don't like getting rid of unique items, so I try to hold on to them. Let's see, is there anything else up here? Yeah, we just picked up another soul sword, which is freaking awesome. We ended up picking up something for Invisible Woman and somebody else. Oh yeah, the Thing there. So we're going to have to switch over to the Thing and give him his brand new item there. Hopefully, anyways, we'll have to see what space that's going to take over for him. Yeah, so Loki's all about Master of Mischief. He summons lots of guys. You can see we've got this advanced Wendagor clay artifact there that's giving us quite a bit of summon boost there. We have a couple things in our items here. That one's here is giving us summon ally damage, duration, attack speed. We've put our points in an Omega system. I believe we have quite a few points in summons, I believe. Yes. So you can see we're getting some extra 5% summon ally health and damage. When we're hit with any power, your summoned allies receive 1% bonus damage, critical hit rating, and brutal strike rating. And no, probably won't be doing that. That's 1,200 points for plus 6 intelligence. That would be really, really good, but 1,200 points. I wish they would fix this system up a little bit and get it working. As far as our synergy goes, we're doing Cyclops for the XP / energy damage, which he does mental damage. Hulk, Iron Man, Human Torch, Juggernaut for the movement powers, Mr. Fantastic for the crafting discounts, Of course, himself, Rocket Raccoon, because of the summoned ally health and summoned ally damage. Anything with summoned health or damage is obviously good for this character. He does have a couple different things you can toggle on. We have this arcane shield. You can see I only have 2 points into it because I'm putting my points in other things, but it's already at 14 because of all the other bonuses we're getting from our other items and such. Let's see here. What else? Another passive here. This gives us 22% summoned ally damage and duration as well. So all in all, if we look at our character here, his stats are summoned ally health is 59%, and our summoned ally damage is 82.6%. So yeah, he's really haven't had a problem. Oh, the other thing I was talking about when what's his face ran us over, Juggernaut. We have a passive power. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Which one is it? Oh, it's the one no, it's not the one I turn on. Which is the passive power that gives us? Basically, it gives us the ability to, if we die, we basically come back to life at full health. So we can let them run us over. Obviously, we've got to kind of spend a few seconds responding. But one of these abilities, maybe it's, yeah, that's not that one, it's not that one. Which one is it? Maybe it's all the way over here. I didn't think it was. Maybe it's not a power. Well, now that I think about it, maybe it's not a power. Maybe it is an item thing. I don't think it's an item thing, but let's look at his items here. Maybe it is an item thing. Yeah, right there it is. Okay, it is the golden apple of Indun. When defeated, you instead revive at full health and full spirit. It does have a 10-minute cooldown, so obviously you can't get run over a bunch. But it does help you in case the enemy gets pretty lucky, Juggernaut, or one of the instant kill guys. And we found this unique ring. I think we had talked about this in a previous video, but this thing has been just awesome. Extra 20 mana, plus it increases our maximum mana by 25%, which is huge for Loki, because now you can see I'm up over 600 mana. And we haven't even really min-maxed him and get all of his stuff upgraded. You can see some of these items are level 45, level 47. I mean, we could definitely spend some time getting him up to a better standard to level 60 here. We'll get him a nice U-forged item. Get him some better artifacts, although we did upgrade this artifact with the Blessing of Vraga, which of course gives us an extra 10% summoned allied health and damage and yada yada yada. So probably would do this. This one has really been good for the duration and the allied health. I don't know if it actually shows us our summoned allied duration in here anywhere. Our power cost is minus 38%, so that's pretty good. Let's see if we can find anything on the summoned. Health. It doesn't give us the duration. I didn't think it did. Yep, but he is a really good character to play if you like summoning other things to do your bidding, and then kind of while they're out there, I can teleport around. You can see in just a few seconds I can have a whole group of them run around. And then of course, once I can actually use the summon, I can bring them in. And it looks like, folks, it looks like you're gonna get some bonus action here.
You know what invulnerable means?
So we got some bosses right out here in front of us here. I don't know where his buddy is, but oh, there's Sauron right here. Alright, we'll grow big again. Yeah! Alright, time to bring the hammer. Literally. Oh, did you see that? Now don't let him run over you. Okay. He's slow when he's in this mode, but he does have these different powers, so that's cool. You get to try other things while you're messing around with your character. There we go. Come on, take him out. Don't run you over. Okay, that's good. Wouldn't want my people to see me getting run over. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty fun playing the stone giant there. Awesome. Alright, so that's a good look at Loki. Level 60. I'm sure we're going to try him again now that he's up to max level. Maybe do some runs with him. Do something. He was a lot of fun to play. Like I said, he plays differently, so that makes him fun. So he's not like a lot of the other characters with the ability to summon other things. Plus he's got this enthralled ability right here, which we haven't even talked about. Basically, you twist your enemy minds and force them to fight one another. So have that here as well. So if there's a whole bunch of guys that don't have any spirit, I just enthrall them. They just sit there and fight themselves. I just let my spirit regen, and then I summon more guys in and blast them to smithereens. So that's pretty much it. He's got so many cool powers. I wish they would have almost gave some of these powers to other characters. He's just got so many good ones. You just run out of points. You can spend lots of points, obviously, bringing your summons in and make them very powerful. You got your different bonuses and things here. We got this cold snap, which is one of his really good powers. We don't even have any points in it because we just haven't come across any extra points. Nothing for me. Nothing in the chest. Really? That's not cool. So yeah, it's just a matter of, I'd like to do this too, but I only have so many slots in my action bar. And here's a look at our frost giant form. Obviously replaces our current powers with the frost giant powers. 4 to strength and durability, health increase, regenerate, maximum health, or defensive rating goes way up, and our damage rating goes way up. And it's fun to do, so that's important. So, well, that's level 60 Loki, folks. They got a big X. What are they calling it? The X something or another, right? What's the event going on right now? No. Where is it? It's like for Xmas, but it's X something or another. Anyways, everything, all kinds of things are dropping here. World Stone caches. These might have been left over from yesterday. Might as well get rid of these. I've been trying to free up some space in my inventory. I've been carrying these around for a while here as we leveled up. Who did we level up yesterday? Oh, there's a unique. Look at that. Oh, level 60. Excellent. Who did we level up yesterday to level 60? Somebody. Can't think about who it was. Yeah, I got some inventory to clean up, and then maybe spend some time min-maxing and upgrading some items and stuff, and then maybe we'll get to see Loki as level 60 later on. So if you want to see his gameplay, be sure to let me know, and I'll do it for you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.